Hi, morning. I am Dr. Jagadish Bhaskaran. I am an anesthetist qualified from Stanley Medical College. I finished my anesthesia in 1993. Subsequently, I went to UK in 1995. I stayed there for 10 years. I finished my fellowship and I am a chronic pain specialist. I worked as a consultant anesthetist as well as pain specialist from 2000 to 2005 in the UK. And as a chronic pain specialist, I got exposure accidentally towards acupuncture. And subsequently, I find the results of acupuncture is really amazing. Then I pursued my own interest in improving acupuncture. I came back to India in 2005 for good. Then out of my own interest, I learned homeopathy. Now I am combining allopathy, acupuncture and homeopathy together, and I call it holistic medicine in dealing with a lot of chronic ailments. And I find combining this helps a lot of our patients with least side effects. And anesthesia, as we know, today is very diverse. People can have different choice in anesthesia. Juniors joining anesthesia, now they have the option of becoming an intensive care specialist because 90% of the intensive care is run by anesthetist. They can become a pain specialist. Also, they can have further interests like pediatric anesthesia or obstetric anesthesia, which is catching up in a big way. So anesthesia today is improving all the time. And in any part of the world, at any time, we are still in dearth shortage of anesthetists. So any juniors thinking of taking anesthesia as a career, I wish them good luck, all the best.
You've started this project on palliative medicine. Can you tell me something about your interest and how you got into that?
Yes. Palliative care is another big field for most of the anesthetists. Because if you are a pain specialist, you end up in doing 2 months of training in palliative care in abroad. Not only that, as a pain consultant, periodically you will be involved in helping patients in palliative care. The palliative care, as the word indicates, it's mainly to do with the patients who are on end stage of their life or who depend on others for their day-to-day living. Aim of palliative care is not to completely cure their original problem, but to make their quality of life as much as, improve their quality of life as much as possible and reduce their suffering. There is a dearth shortage of palliative care in India, particularly in Chennai. I think in India, except Kerala, rest of the country is severely lacking in palliative care. And a lot of our pain specialists and our colleagues recognized it, and we want to improve our patients' population. That is why I started this palliative care project along with my colleague, Dr. Selvi Radhakrishna, and renowned breast surgeon.
Can you tell me about your training in acupressure and how you're able to incorporate it in your pain therapy?
When I was a senior registrar in UK, we had to do a lot of, we are allocated a huge budget for our study leave. We'll have to use it, and we have to certify the CME points for us to progress in our career. When I heard about acupuncture, I never believed it. I went 100%. It was purely accidental. One of my consultants was very insisting that I should get exposure to acupuncture. So I went initially one of the weekend course where I learned acupuncture. Even in that course, to tell you the truth, I was not that impressed to start with. Then when I came back, when I tried it on the patients, I was shocked because such a simple intervention, helping the patient so much without side effects. Then out of my own interest, I pursued acupuncture. I further did 3 months training in UK and got my certification in acupuncture. And I continued to practice acupuncture and allopathy in abroad. And when I came back, I learned homeopathy out of my own interest.
To a junior doctor, it can be very frustrating working long hours as an anesthetist. What advice would you give them?
I think if anybody interested in taking a career in medicine, my advice is you need dedication and time, because our doctor's life is fully occupied by patients' demand. Demand can be either acute illness or chronic illness. Unless you are dedicated, you cannot be a doctor, number one. And as an anesthetist, it is even more challenging because the elective works, the cold work, is mostly in the decent hours, between 8 to 5. But you never predict when the emergency is going to come. When the emergencies are coming, we will work in long hours. The real satisfaction is after effect. When the patient gets better, somebody comes to you with a severe illness. Let's talk about sepsis, peritonitis. Their life is at risk. You do anesthesia, surgeon do their bits. In the end, when you see the successful outcome, that is a reward a junior doctor can expect. Unless we have that sort of a dedication and mindset, taking medicine itself, I would caution you against.
Do you have any other interest other than medicine?
I travel a lot. One of the questions given by my colleague Dr. Maithili talks about freelancing. I decided to do freelancing mainly because I can use my time wisely in pursuing my own interest. For example, if you are doing institution-based, salary-based work, then you are compelled to accommodate a lot of other people's interest. Whereas I travel a lot, and I like to understand more and more about our tradition and elderly people. I visit rural India. I do charity.
So you're talking about your other interests like travel, and
Yes.
so you travel a lot and you get time to spend with your children.
Yes, of course.
Great, very nice. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Pleasure, and I wish good luck. Thank you.